Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into prison before you were mine.
Oh, what's up?
What's up, brother?
I got a coupon, baby. Buy one, get one. Yeah. Go, Dan. Go, Dan. It's your birthday. Go, Dan. Huh?
You're on the live, okay? Just
Oh, we're
saying.
live? Oh, God.
I don't want to hurt you like I
You
did.
know what's sad? You know what's really sad is when you get excited when you get a BOGO coupon. You're like, yes, sweet.
A GoBo
BOGO, buy one, get one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just went shopping. I didn't realize. They give you coupons after you check out.
I don't do the coupon thing.
Shit, I do. I love coupons, baby.
Well, listen, you ain't working, man. You got to do what you got to do.
I got it. Well, I'm working for AdSense or
no,
whatever,
I mean
FadSense or whatever there.
No, shit. As far as I'm concerned, your job is keeping the Mandela effect community together as a bridge builder. You got those shows, and you got that's how you make a living, as far as I'm concerned. Right here, baby. You see this? You see what I'm wearing?
Effect. I like it.
What is this? Is this not you?
Oh, I guess it is. I forgot about that shirt. When'd you buy that shirt? I don't even have that in the store anymore.
10 months ago.
No, I don't think that's
one of a kind, baby.
You probably have the only one, man. I don't know. You know what's funny? I have no scarab wear.
Well,
I have zero scarab wear. I just don't have any.
That's okay.
It's all good. I mean, it was one of those things. I just thought it'd be, cool. I had some ideas, and it was fun to play around with the shirts and stuff like that. So I enjoyed it.
Now, when you did that cost you anything?
No. It didn't cost anything. The cool thing about that outfit, and that's actually a really good print, by the way. The blue looks good. It came out really great, man.
Oh, I love this shit.
Oh, yeah, it came out good.
Out of all the Mandela effect shirts I bought, wow. I have a lot. So you got to understand, I have over 20 Mandela effect shirts.
Sure.
This is second.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay.
That's good. So it's like it
wasn't first in quality.
It's almost, it ranks up there. It's like a Snuggie.
No, this is good. Yeah. There's another one that was super, it cost me though. And but that's a nice shirt too. But.
Oh, that's good. Well, hey man, I'm glad they came out good. I was hoping. Everybody said that the quality was good from those guys. So yeah, so that's awesome, man. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I'll eventually get me something. I think I'll get me a hoodie or something. I bought shirts for everybody, like on the crew and stuff like that, and just trying to, get them something. I meant as Nobles for some reason got canceled. I got to resend Nobles. But it's a hoodie. He wants a hoodie. Well, it's kind of summertime now, so it sort of defeats the purpose.
Well, for him, what's summertime? A month? I mean, here it's 2 months for me.
Yeah, he'll probably be able to wear it in July. He'll be able to wear it in August. I should just send it. He'll be wearing it.
If I want to send something to Noble, I got to send it to you.
To me? No, I don't know.
The last time I sent something to Colorado. Last time I sent something to Canada, I had to work a double shift just to pay for the shipping charge.
Oh, dude. I don't know what it is.
And I had to fill out all kinds of forms. And the funny thing was, it was a book that I promised somebody online. I said, all right, whoever gets this next question or something like that, I said, I'll send you a book. And it was somebody from Canada. I'm like,
no kidding.
Right. So I did it. I mean, I said, you know what? I didn't know you were in Canada. You're going to have to give me a minute.
That's
but I sent it.
Yeah, dude, last time I sent something to Canada, I had to fill a bunch of forms too, and it's like, God dang, man. I mean, is this what they have to do when they ship stuff to the States? I guess they have to do the same thing. I don't know. You gotta let them know, why you're sending it, what it is. I don't know. I just put terrorist, material.
That's what you write that on. Yeah. See what happens.
Well, that way it takes a little longer. It might take an extra month to get to them.
But I don't think it'll get there at all. I think they'd probably lock you up.
You think so? It's probably not a good thing to put on. Yeah, on the package. I used to joke around at the airport. I remember when the airport had a sense of humor. I remember when you used to go to the airport and the only thing they asked you was, they would say, All right. Did anybody hand you anything that you don't, or something like, did somebody give you a box or something that you're not, but you didn't know the person?
Yeah, I never understood that.
And then that was the weirdest question. I was like,
they just think you're really stupid.
yeah, I know. And I'd be like, well, yeah, but it's ticking. What's the problem?
It's ticking. It's okay.
And the lady just looked at me. You could joke back then. You have a little fun.
And now,
no, dude, you joke like that, you're gonna get no. They don't. Yeah,
Joe,
you just try to get through all that craziness, man.
1 month,
huh?
1 month after 9/11.
Yeah.
I went to Disney World. I don't know what the F I was thinking. Okay.
Would you bring a knife on the
I
plane?
was with my mother and my daughter.
Uh-huh.
Let me say again, I don't know what the F I was thinking.
Right.
But in the bottom of my shoe, wrapped in plastic, wrapped in tape, inside my sock.
That's not shady at all. Go ahead.
Was 8 of these. Okay.
And you had to put your shoes through the thing so they could scan them, right?
No, but I did it in the afternoon before we were going. I was like, you know what? Just no big deal. Blah, 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 blah. It was the first week in October.
Uh-huh.
And with my mother. Did I mention I was with my mother and my daughter? My daughter was like 6.
Right? Oh, jeez.
What a freaking idiot. Okay. I think back then and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
So wait, I'm trying to remember the timeline here. Now, I'm trying to remember when they implemented certain shit.
Listen,
did you always have to take your shoes off? Or did you, because I didn't think that happened till the shoe bomber. And
there's a 50% chance that my mother's watching this and she's going to kick my ass. Anyway.
Listen, here's the thing. I didn't know they were I was trying to think back because I didn't fly after 9/11 for a long time. So I don't remember what it was like a month afterward. Okay. But I was thinking at that point, they were still going through like checks, but I didn't think they didn't have the full body scan. They still didn't at that time have the shoe. I thought the shoe check came in with the shoe bomber dude.
And you know what? I'm guessing you are correct because they didn't touch me.
That's what I'm thinking. You made it on no problem. Now they scan your shoes for stuff.
Did not ask me to take my shoes off every time after that, and I think it's only been 2 or 3 times. I'd say 2. Last 2 times I've been on a plane since then. Might have been 3. I've had to take my shoes off every single time.
Yeah, that's the way it goes now.
Then,
yeah.
You know what's funny?
What's up?
I said I did it in the afternoon. We're packing, getting ready, whatever. We get all the way to Disney World. We get in the hotel room, and I got to use the bathroom. So I go in there, and thank God I sat down for this. And I'm like this with my foot, and I'm like, what the frick is in my foot? Had no clue. I had no idea. Forgot all about it. And it's probably good that I was going through the airport with that, not having any idea that was there.
Oh yeah, dude, you was sweating bullets. You would have been a person of interest.
Freaking dying if I remembered that.
They would have been like, "Why is that guy looking all twitchy? What's wrong with him?"
The last time I was in an airport, I went from well, I guess it wasn't been the last time. It was been the last time I left Colorado. Okay, I had. On the taxi cab ride there, I did 80 milligrams of edibles.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like you were having a pretty good time. I don't know, but thinking you were.
Like, I don't know. If I had to estimate, I'd say like 10 simultaneous joints. I don't know, maybe a couple more.
Good Lord.
Yeah. But I'm standing there like this. I can't believe I'm doing this. And I'm not even that high now. I'm like this with my cart. And I'm just like this. I'm standing there looking at the lines. The lady calls me over and she goes, "Honey, will you come over here?" Sure.
Oh my God.
I walk over. She takes my bag. She calls over some of these big dudes. They start patting me down, doing all this stuff. Come with us. I go with my bag. Oh, we got it. We're gonna put it on the plane. Cool. I go over. They start putting powder on my fingers. They're looking for bombs.
Really?
They were looking for bombs. They didn't give a shit how they just figured this guy's so whacked, he's got a bomb on him.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what they were
Right.
thinking, honestly.
They were like, this guy's definitely like, yeah, he's
Well, like,
he's
you know
under
what?
mind control.
I'm not a big one for flying. And
Right.
it's not that I'm not afraid of it. I don't care what I'll shift into a timeline where flying actually works. No big deal. It's not I don't really care. But every time I've gone on, I'm like, okay, let me just buy like 2 shots of those little bottles or whatever you can, and when I wake up, I'll be there. And that's usually how it goes. And this time I thought, well, you know what? Really don't like drinking. Let me just take a couple edibles. I'll fall asleep and whatever. And what it was I was going to take like 3 of them. And when I got there, I was like, you know what? I don't want to carry these with me. I don't want to take these on the plane. This is an illegal substance. I don't want to take it on the plane. I'm not going to sit here and break the law. You know, I'm not going to do it. And I just said, screw it. I'm not going to throw them out. So I ate them. I said, no big deal. I ate them. Man, I was gone. And for me, that's I mean, 80 milligrams ain't much for me. I mean, I'm not saying I'm.
No, you're a pro now.
No, I'm not saying
that
all
was
that.
back when you were in the minor leagues. You weren't ready. You know?
Well, now it's like, you know, I used to go down the street and go, give me a bag. Now it's like, hey, what do we got? Let's see. I got 12 different kinds of indicas, 6 different 50/50s, and, you know, another 12 sativas. I'm like, well, how do I want to feel today? That's how it was when I first got here. It's not like that now. There's I actually don't. I feel like I don't smoke as much,
Yeah, right.
but that's because I'm high.
Right. Yeah.
I actually can honestly say that I use it more medicinally now than I did back when, you know, I was just paying $400 an ounce, and now I'm getting them for like 70. Like ridiculous.
Jeez. Oh man.
And the quality's even better than that. And the other thing is, you know, I don't know what they're doing to this stuff, so you know, I pay attention to what I'm buying. They have specific brands out now. There's one called what the hell? I just talked about this.
Yeah, you named it.
I talked to you about it.
Yeah, you just told me.
Oh, it was Willie Nelson brand.
Willie Nelson, of course.
Willie,
why not? You know,
Willie Nelson, and Willie was spelled with a Y. The first time I saw it. Now it's IE. Just saying.
Dude, I like the Bob Lazar.
Yeah, that's different too, isn't it?
I made that shit up. What are you talking about?
Bob Lazar's name is different. Oh, you're talking about the strain of weed.
Yeah. I was just kidding. I like to go out into space, you know. I like to see the aliens.
No, I'm going to tell you something.
I'm just making up names. Watch, now that I said it. There's going to be a Bob Lazar strain. Watch.
I've been in Colorado 4 years now, and the best weed I ever smoked was in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. Orlando, Florida.
True story.
Yeah.
I was walking through one of those parks, and I sit down at a cigar bar, and I'm drinking. And at the time, I seriously would have a 6-pack a month. That's how much I drank. And I'm down there by myself. I said, you know what? I'm going to leave. I had an opportunity to leave for a week and go anywhere I wanted, and I picked Disney World. Go figure. I say
place to. Yeah, well, you know.
First off, I didn't have a passport, so it was anywhere in the continental United States. And then I didn't, you know, however far I flew or whatever. Anyway,
I have a sneaky suspicion you're not the first person to be tripping balls at Disneyland.
I don't trip.
Oh. Well,
like that.
to be
And
high.
I hear, and I'm hearing through other people that mushrooms are legal in Denver.
Why only Denver?
Have you heard about that?
No,
Now,
but no, I
that
heard they
is,
decriminalized it though in
so
Colorado.
it's not legal, it's decriminalized.
Decriminalized, yeah.
So what's that mean? Because that's how.
That means that if they get caught with like 3 grams or less, whatever they deem it is, that you're not going to get in
They take it
trouble.
and send you
That's
on your
just
way.
personal use. No, they just consider it personal use and not. You're not going to be actually, arrested for being a dealer.
So you're allowed to grow it, assuming it grows. I'm kidding. And you're allowed to use it personally, but you're not allowed to sell it.
You are, well, that's the thing. If they find it on you, a certain amount or under, you're fine. If they find like pounds of mushrooms on you, you're probably not fine. It's not that decriminalized. It's decriminalized to the personal use.
I'm trying to. Okay, so it's okay with them. It's okay that people do this.
What's that?
Mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, as long as you have under a certain amount, I don't know what it is. You might want to look it up, but I'm assuming it's probably 5 to 3 grams or less.
I don't need to look it up. It's not in my perception.
Yeah,
It's not something I've ever considered. And nothing like I was like, oh, this dude's got LSD. Not interested immediately. I mean, that's just how I was. Mushrooms, not interested.
mushrooms were. I did it
I had a
twice.
tree, and I'm like, ooh, I'm interested.
Mushrooms were cool. I mean, I liked it. It's better than other things.
Really?
I mean, yeah, mushrooms were cool. I didn't,
Because I had tried them, and nothing really happens.
Really, you didn't do enough.
And
you didn't do enough.
You're not the only person that said that.
Yeah, you got to do a certain amount for your body to have the reaction to them.
You know what? I think I've tried 2 or 3 times. It's, you know what? It just felt like coming down off some sort of speed. The whole time I was on it, I felt like I was coming down off of some sort of speed.
Huh. Well, no, they give you energy and stuff. They're totally fun. I mean, like I didn't do enough to see a lot of stuff. Like some people describe like these mushroom trips where it's like LSD. I didn't see anything like that. I did notice some things looked very askew, like we were walking down the street and I was starting to feel the effects a bit. And I noticed the stop sign and I just burst out laughing because the stop sign looked like it was fucking 10 feet tall. Just for a second, it just skewed my perception a little bit.
Dan, it probably was 10 feet tall, aren't they? About 10 feet tall.
No, they're not 10 feet tall, but they're like, I don't know, that's 7 feet tall. Well, the one on the corner, so it wasn't really tall. But I knew when I walked by it, it was just it looked ridiculously tall and big. It just it looked like it was towering over me. And I just thought it was just look hilarious for some reason. It just skewed my perception a bit. And I enjoyed it. I had fun. We were just hanging out. And then, I mean, you get a little clammy, and stuff like that. But I had other guys tell me they did it. Yeah. And they were like, they saw the sky do all kinds of weird stuff. And
well, we're coming. I'll just come right out. The most I've ever really done is drank beer and smoked weed, except for a handful of times where I'll say 3 times on mushrooms. I can only remember twice. Nothing ever happened. I mean, okay, I was sitting there at Red Rocks watching a band that never existed for me.
uh-huh.
And I'm just watching them going, and everybody's doing this. And I realized, well, I was too. Everybody. But that was it. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed the show. I might have thought, wow, look at all the lights in Denver. I could see them all. Okay, big deal. Watching the show. I mean, I really didn't feel anything. I really didn't see anything.
Yeah.
The band? You interested in the band?
I don't know. Am I?
A band that for me. Now, see, and this is hard to say because when this band really was popular, I was married and I was listening to music, but I was listening to her music. So, and I would listen to the radio and stuff. But this guy seemed to really seriously come out of the woodwork for me, and he's really good. Les Claypool?
Never heard of him.
Really?
Never.
I love that. I love that actually, because I never heard of him either, and he actually there's a group that needed a really popular group that needed a bass player, and I want to say Metallica, but I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that. And he went into audition, and they went, "Dude, you got to leave. You're too good. We can't take you. You're too good.
Huh.
You can go." They're like, "You got to do this stuff on your own." And I think that may have inspired him to go out and do his own stuff. And he's I mean, as far as bass and singing, it's almost a joke. It's almost funny, but it's super really good. I'm not on chat right now. I really want to go peek in on chat and see how many people heard of Les Claypool and Prime. You ever heard of Primus?
Yes.
Okay, well, Les Claypool's part of Primus.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
Well,
he is Primus.
I'm bad about names with band members. It's like,
Okay,
yeah,
well, he has a
I'm
lot
terrible.
of offshoot stuff. It's like Les Claypool and this other stuff. And
You know, it's funny when you find guys like
it was Primus that I never heard of.
somebody showed me a band. This dude, I didn't know about this band either, but apparently the guy rocks out pretty hard, man. And he used to actually be in a one of the mainstream hair bands at one time. He was with him for a while, and I don't remember what band it was. I would totally be misspeaking if I said it, if I try to say a name, but the guy's name now and what he rocks on it, or what he goes on stage as, is called Buckethead.
No, I've heard of Buckethead. I've seen Buckethead. I don't know who he is. I didn't know he was somebody popular. I thought he was popular.
He used to be in a band, and I can't remember which one it was, but
that's not helping.
I know, because I just found out about him.
Dude, you know what?
I never heard of him.
You have the internet at your fingertips.
I do.
Look it up.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, the Internet of Things.
The world. You got the world at your fingertips. And the funny thing is yeah, I was turned on to Buckethead, God, years ago, like the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Was he around back then? Because I would have to say, yeah. Or maybe early 90s.
Brian Patrick Carroll. And he used to be with, let's see. I'm trying to see the name of the band he used to be with.
You make me want to talk about the guy that was with Thin Lizzy. He got blackballed out of music. Really good guitar player.
He was in Guns N' Roses?
No.
Was he?
Who? Buckethead?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe after Axl left, maybe.
Maybe. But the guy's really good. I mean, he plays really well. The guy can definitely jam on guitar. And I was like, damn, I'd never even heard of this dude. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think he's really good.
Wait a minute. He had an early solo career with Praxis. In 2000 to 2004, Guns N' Roses and other projects, he says. Okay. Oh, there you go. So he also contributed to solo work with Michael Jackson, 2007 to 2010. Michael Jackson tribute, excuse me. So he's been around a little bit, but he has his own gig pretty much. And when I saw the deal, I was like, who the hell is this crazy fool with a bucket on his head? But I was like, dude can jam on guitar. I'm like, hey, he's got talent, you know. I mean, I always listen there. I'm very versatile when it comes to music and stuff. I search. One day I spent like probably 6 hours just searching out people who play piano. Just just guys who play different stuff on piano, especially when you take like classical piano and you add like a rock ballad or something to it, or just something like that. Anybody doing something interesting on the internet. It was fun. A lot of talented people out there. That's how I found my what was that girl's name, man? She just died. I used to be a YouTube fan of hers. I hate to admit it, but she got popular. Oh damn, who was the girl that was shot in Florida? Remember that? Yeah, no. She was starting to get big, and her boyfriend, some fan killed her, apparently. Oh, what was her name? Oh, I can't think.
What I think happened. See, now people are going to think I'm being disrespectful.
What?
She was so talented that they told her what was going on, and she said, "Shit, yeah, I'll go to the other side of the South Pole." Faked her death, and she's over there performing for the Giants.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, it was like, yeah, man. Let me see. What was that chick's name? Hold on a second. It was
Is she like electric violinist or something? Because I know a lot of them are getting pretty big.
it was let's see here. I'm looking right now. I don't know why I can't think of her damn name. But yeah, she's she died. She was actually really good, but I saw her on YouTube when, you know, it's like funny when you find an artist that's just sitting there and she's a young girl and she was, you know, trying to make a name for herself on YouTube. And I started watching her, you know, and it was funny because I watched her sort of get better and better and better, more more notoriety. And excuse me. And then all of a sudden she made it big. And then she got shot.
Damn. I didn't know anything about that. I never heard of that.
Never heard. Okay, let me see here.
Even if I heard her name, I probably wouldn't have heard of it because I don't really listen to the news. And I'm starting to think, excuse me, I'm starting to think I need to pay a little bit of attention. There's a part of me that doesn't agree.
Christina Grimmie. That's who it was. It was Christina Grimmie.
Nope, never heard of her. Never heard of her.
She was fucking awesome. I loved Christina Grimmie. Damn it. Yeah, she was awesome.
What did she do? Sing, play guitar, what?
Yeah, she was awesome. She played she just sang mostly. That's what I think that's all she did. She might have played like piano or something, but yeah, most of it was singing. Yeah, no, she did. She played piano, and she's really cute girl and really coming up in the world and just, you know, just love sharing music. She did a lot of covers, you know, of popular music and redid them. And she did one Just a Dream by Nelly with Sam Toohey, I think that's how you spell his name, and Christina Grimmie. And that was one of her best ones, you know. That was well done. It's actually better than the original song. And
that comes up a lot, which makes me think that people, say us, for instance, figure out a way to consciously shift through time, go in the back, and we're the ones doing Stuck in the Middle with You instead of this band I ain't never heard of when I swear it was Bob Dylan.
I don't see, that's what trips me out. I've heard about so many of these songs. People swear it was a certain band that sang it or whatever. I can't really remember if I have one that really resonates with me. But I know a lot of people out there mention this, and it is strange because the band that sings it now or whatever, it's like, I could have sworn it was somebody else, but I don't know who. You know what I mean? So it's weird. I don't know, man.
There was a song done by Three Dog Night that somebody emailed me and basically said, you know, to me it was, look, I think the email started out with, I listen to your show a lot. I listen to Dan's show a lot. I listen to Lone Eagle a lot. I listen to Noble a lot. I never comment. And swears to me that one is the loneliest number. Swears she's tell you how the harmonies go and everything was a Beatles song. Swears, and
isn't
I'm like,
it?
It's Three Dog Night song, and I only know that. I only know that.
Dude, you gotta be kidding me! I swear. Oh, weird. I was thinking Beatles when he said it.
Really?
Yeah, I did. And as soon as you started talking about it, I was like, oh, the Beatles song.
Now,
yeah.
see, I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome that she emailed me about the whole thing, or he, or
I totally was thinking Beatles, but
One
you know,
is the loneliest number.
I could swear I was like, yeah, I see John Lennon singing that for some reason. I don't know why.
See now, and you know, it's funny. I can too, but I'm sure. I mean,
Weird.
I'm so close with the Beatles, with the whole Paul is Dead thing that I wrote as a hobby, and you don't know how bad I want to do something with that now. It was, I looked it up right away as soon as I got that email, and because I'm thinking, no, I know it's not a Beatles song, but I'm like, I could hear them doing that. You know, I
Yeah.
can hear that. There's quite a few songs I can hear the Beatles doing, which makes me think, you know what, in another timeline they may have, the elite may have gave them that song to do, because
Boy.
all these songs seem to me, after listening to some of this Paul stuff, the Paul is Dead stuff,
Dude, are you gonna go see Yesterday?
dude, I have to.
You have to, dude.
That's supposed to be me.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I was gonna
happened to
say.
the guy, but I'm like, that's supposed to be me. Damn it! I could sit there and write every song from every album, every word, you know, depending on which timeline I'm in.
Dude,
And
this
I'm
is
like,
such a Mandela movie. I can't wait to see it. I'm actually gonna go watch it. I'm gonna go see it at the theater.
oh, there's a chance I'll see it July 1st. I get the caddy once a month, and I'm making a day of it on the 1st.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally want to see Yesterday, man. That looks like such a good. I'm watching the trailer. I'm like,
eventually
that
does
might be
look
one of
like
the best movies
could
I've
be a
seen in
good
years.
movie, but I'm
Yeah.
worried that the trailers are just all the good parts. But I'm like, no, it's
Nah,
impossible because
it's too
there's
good a plot. It's
yeah,
too good a plot.
and
It's
it's
that
so
Mandela
Mandela.
effect. Oh yeah.
Listen, I would bet you right now, okay, $5. But I would tell you right now that the person that wrote this storyline and that made money on it was on the MandelaEffectSite.com in 15 or before.
You're probably right. Yeah.
I would bet money.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of what you consider B movies out there. They don't call it Mandela effect, but man, there's a lot of those that have some, innuendo and a lot of new stuff. I wouldn't be surprised to see more movies regarding the Mandela effect and just the idea of swapping timelines and things like that. It's been a big thing. I mean, most of it's new, different Earths and things like
Here's
that.
the
But
thing. Here's the
you know,
trap. I think we
hmm
can do this. I think we can do it naturally,
uh-huh.
and I think that could be fun. But what happens when that? And this is great because my show last night with Martha Jane will tie right into this. For me, I'm like, okay, great. I'm creating physical. I'm creating physically. I'm learning how to create, and then all of a sudden, I have it all. I have the white picket fence. I have the beautiful wife. I have everything I've ever wanted. And then what? It comes down to that. Oh, here we are. And then what? What's more? What's left? Nothing. You got to go spiritually or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, shit. I'm going to start creating spiritually now because that was my idea. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I going to? Because I was coming up with that while I was talking with her. I'm like, this is wild, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm creating physically and I figure it out. I know exactly how to do it. Bored. Okay, absolutely bored. Yeah, Fiona Broom's page, Carla, Red Pill, there, MandelaEffect.com. You go on there and listen to look at the threads. I jumped on at thread 9. I've commented on every thread, 1 through 15, but I jumped on at 9 and
Oh boy.
15, and I have
You're
more.
definitely in a CIA
I
database.
have comments. I have Fiona Broom came on and said, Anthony, this is wild. You had, or Suso, or no, it was Anthony I was under. She says, you have the most comments here. You have 261 comments, the most of anybody here on the channel. And I'm like, well, that's wild. I've only been here 3 months.
Uh-huh.
3 months.
Yeah. You should probably if your phone starts acting up, don't worry about it.
Well, that's why,
Uh-huh.
when I first came on, and I'll get back to yes, I get back to you too, Prince. When I first got on YouTube, I wanted to do a video. I was watching this guy, Jazz Sinclair, do a couple videos, and I'm like, damn, I was going to do a video, and he's doing it. He's doing his first one. I watched his first one. I'm like, well, if he can do it, why can't I? And then I was actually in communication with Patricia Steer. We were chatting through Messenger or something when I lived in Mississippi. And one of the things I asked her, I said, look, I'm going to do a video. Should I use my real name? Should I put my face out there? And, I said, because I was kind of apprehensive about that. There were other people doing videos. They ain't putting their face out there. I had some pretty supernatural shit going on. I was like, I don't know if I want to put my face out here and tell everybody I'm freaking nuts. You know, but I noticed there was enough people online for me to be, well, enough people are doing it. Some people are putting pieces out there. And I thought, you know what? You know, I've already been chatting online and on the Mandela Effect site, and Fiona said I had the most comments, and I thought they probably know where the hell I'm at anyway. They probably, know what I'm doing. So I said, why not? I'll put my face out there. I'm moving to Colorado. I'm moving back to Colorado anyway. So my first two videos were in Mississippi, and after that, back in Colorado, and frick, I gave him my address.
This is why you get abducted. This is what happens. And
my ass ain't as tight as it used to be. So you
man. Hey, I just said abducted. I didn't say anything about it.
Dude, we're an hour in. Have we said anything productive?
Have we? Are we really an hour in? I was late.
Okay, well, I figured you were a minute late. It's an hour and a minute.
I was about 5 minutes late.
Oh, you know what? I guess you've only been on, 45 minutes. Okay.
45 minutes.
That's right. The first 15, 20 minutes was, did you listen to any of that? Were you hearing any of that?
The rap song?
Well, before that, I had Neville Goddard on. Do you know about him?
No.
Yeah, I think it's a guy who talks 50s or 60s probably. What I like about him is when I was talking to you on the phone, I had the video up that Armor Up put on.
Yeah.
And it was this preacher, and the first 10 minutes, first 2 minutes of this guy talking, I'm like, wow, I like his terminology. I like the way he's talking. And then these other two guys came on, and then it just blew up for me. I was like, oh God, no, I can't. They were just too into it. Good video. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to find out who the guy was that started, the preacher who started that thing.
That's the guy I first saw him on Jason A's channel.
Oh, you know about him?
Yeah.
He's popular. Good. See if you can find out who that is.
Yeah, I'll find out.
Because I'd actually listen to him. But the stuff that Goddard says, he quotes right from the Bible. So, and I'm like, okay, guess what? I can it's easier for me to grab that information because I'm going, okay, here's my, how do you word it? Here's my new age information. Here's my unicorns and my rainbows. Okay. And then over here, I got this Catholic stuff that's banging me in the head. And I'm like, no. So I dropped down from Catholic to Christian because, like, what else am I going to do? Because it's always one or the other in this duality reality. Okay, that's going to be the name of a song. Could somebody write that down for me? I'm going to write a song called Duality Reality.
I like it. I think that could be a hit.
How about the name of the group? I got Ryan downstairs at the keyboard player. I plan on being in this band I'm going to put together that's going to do nothing but Mandela Effect songs. And they're not going to let me do that, but that's what I plan on doing. The chef is making... He says to me the other day, he goes, dude, I took all the yak bones because we have chicken fried yak downstairs.
Yak?
Yeah. I had Orbs tell me not to eat meat. We have chicken fried yak.
Isn't a yak a goat?
Yak is a big fat cow animal.
Oh, is it?
But we are on our third.
Thinking it was a goat. Okay. All right.
What's brutal is we're on our second farm. We're almost, I think we killed 2 farms or we're about to kill the second farm. I mean, nobody in Colorado is doing yak, and they've been breeding them, and now all of a sudden, and everybody's loving it. They're eating it up. Listen, I started on like 6 stories ago. Where am I at? I'm talking about yak.
You're talking about yak now. We're on to yak. Okay.
I had some good points to make. I wish I finished. You know what? From now on, I'm just going to do this.
What are you going to do? You got your notes?
Yeah, I'm going to write. When I start another topic, I'm just going to start writing them down.
There you go.
God damn it.
It's funny. You know what? I think any Mandela researcher has that notebook. I have one of those too.
You know what?
I have little sticky tabs everywhere.
I'm gonna randomly read.
I got Post-its everywhere.
Dude, I could randomly read from this. It'd probably blow minds.
Oh, I know.
Select your state of mind that already exists. What?
All right, now how much is this was written when you were high, sir?
Well, I was awake.
Ah, okay. I go back and read some of my stuff, and I'm like, who wrote this? I'm like, I don't remember. What the hell does this mean? I got on one sticky. I wrote.
That's
I wrote Trekkie psychology. I don't know why I wrote that on here.
What?
Trekkie psychology. I don't know.
I haven't even got anything for that.
I have no idea. There's that one. Let's see. I'm looking through my tabs right here. Let's see what else I got here. I got a bunch of numbers written on this one. Okay, that looks like I was abducted. I was abducted during this writing. Okay, there's that. Let's see.
Oh, hey, check this out. You ready? And I think I might have got this from Alan Watts or Neville Goddard. And I grabbed it. I paused it because I couldn't concentrate. I'm like, TV. When you watch TV, watching TV is electronic reproduction of life.
Oh, okay. Electronic reproduction.
What, is that just too obvious?
Yeah.
You're sitting there and you're think about your body when you watch TV or Netflix or YouTube. What's your body doing? It's doing nothing. You're just sitting there watching life, watching the life that you can have, the life
it's programming you, dude. That's what it's doing.
It's programming you to just sit here.
Programming you to believe what's on the television is real. Most people have a hard time. Like if you watch people, it's so funny. I was an observer of this phenomenon. When TV became really, really powerful in the 80s, I started watching people, and I started noticing like how we imitate it, and it was like, no kidding. This is a weird observation I had, but like, you remember when The Simpsons came out and it was started becoming a very popular show on TV? I swear to God, I could not see a kid who didn't look like Bart Simpson. They had the little glasses, the little spiky blonde hair. And like, I kept seeing him everywhere. I was like, that's Bart Simpson. Like, and I kept thinking to myself, our parent, are we just being programmed in a sense that we're sort of like, I don't know, like subconsciously doing this to our children and we don't even realize it, like just one aspect of it, right? I mean, not that there isn't more, because there's tons more out there. The drug use, I definitely could write a book on that, because I mean, I watched that happen, and that was during the 80s. Well, it was like the 90s. It was the 90s, and it was during the time where Pulp Fiction came out. And I've talked about this before. Nobody, dude, in my high school, it's like, okay, if you did anything in high school, what you did was you did weed at the most. You might, most people drank and smoked on the weekend, whatever, but most kids didn't go off and do anything harder than that. A few kids were doing some ecstasy or whatever. Okay. But if you did heroin, dude, that was like a big, there's no way nobody would ever touch that stuff. Like that was like, you were a loser. Like, no, dude, you don't mess with heroin. Ew. That's for like real druggies, right? Well, then Pulp Fiction comes out. And then you can look it up in Dallas, man. Like all these people were dying. All these kids were dying of heroin overdoses, and I started thinking to myself, did the movies and television, is it so powerful that it's literally, it glamorized it, even though it showed people dying or almost dying in that movie? It's enough to make kids want to go out and start trying it. Like, that's a powerful tool, man. And I wasn't sure if I was 100% correct on that until Breaking Bad. And what happened? The whole world all of a sudden started doing methamphetamines, man. It became more of a recreational drug. Dude, meth was never a recreational drug. It's like, what the hell are you people doing? You don't just like you don't want to pick up that habit, man. That's not a good one to have. That thing destroys lives. And
The reality I lived in, meth was what you call it, recreational drug back
yeah,
in, got it back in the early '90s,
it's just weird to me, man.
way before Breaking Bad. But and I didn't realize there was an outbreak or something like that. But yeah,
Oh yeah, it got really bad, and it's funny because next thing you know, people are like meth is just prevalent. Like, so I being in the automotive and kind of running around certain circles, you know, I knew people from all walks of life. I mean, I knew people that wore a suit to work every day, and I knew some people that were just whatever, just lower rungs, whatever. And yeah, man. I mean, the first time I heard about that kind of stuff coming back around again, I was just like, damn, man, I haven't heard of the people even, like, you would hear about it, but like you didn't know anybody. Now people were just, casually doing it, like smoking a cigarette or smoking pot. Like at least, for a while anyway, but that was during the time with like when the show was on television. It was like glamorizing it. That's what I'm saying, dude. The
yeah,
television has so much
and
power
they
over.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know what I was thinking, and I'm going to ask chat. Might as well try and get them involved. They're not having a good time anyway. And I think you probably laugh at this, Dan.
What's up?
I'm going to see who in chat can name what drug we have not mentioned.
Oh, there's tons of it. We haven't mentioned.
Are you kidding me? Okay, Valium. Please, half the people in chat don't never even heard of Valium. Or what's that other one that?
Dude, what's sad is like when you were a kid, you were probably like doing stuff like Molly's, weren't you?
No, oh my God, I never did a Molly. I had to ask somebody what Molly was.
Yeah,
No,
right.
yes, I want to. We're going to get okay. There you go, and we're going to get into that. And that's something I'm gonna. You know what I'm going to do? Do you see the chat, Dan?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm going to pull up my. Every time I tried that, I documented it. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I even have it. I haven't seen it in so long. And I've switched computers so many times. I really hope I have this.
What's that?
Every time I did the God, well, look at chat and look at what Noble does. D wrote. I don't have it.
DMT?
I'll bet you I don't have it.
DMT.
Yeah.
What about it?
Oh, here we go. Cool. I have it. I'm pretty excited. I have documented every time that I did that. As soon as I came out of it,
Oh, that's what's wrong with you. Okay. All right, now I understand. All right, cool.
As soon as I came out of it, I wrote it down.
I had no idea you did DMT. Okay, now I
When I
know.
was in Pittsburgh, I heard of
Holy
it.
shit. Okay.
And does that explain everything for you?
Yeah, now it makes all the sense in the world. Now I understand why you're Suso. I get it now. I get it. Okay.
I am Suso.
All right. Well, you don't have to explain it to me a little bit. That is one I never touched on because I thought about it. I
gotta tell you, dude.
Thought about it.
I studied it for a year, and I didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm.
I watched some video on YouTube that I knew right away was totally biased for it, so I had to look more into it. This whole video was like, "Yeah, you gotta get out, get to do this shit," and I'm like, "Oh my God, one hit must be $100." It's like you're telling me when you take this, you leave your body, you experience other dimensions, you cannot get addicted, you cannot overdose. There's no, and I'm like, there's just no way,
dude. Noble said,
no way.
He says, I think he was doing DMT and watching OA. It's totally, man. Yeah, that explains why you're so earthy. Okay, now I understand.
I was the way I am now, long before DMT, long before any consciousness shifts, long before anything else. I'm still the same person as me, my consciousness. when I go into a meditative state and I think back to the time where my mother told me, you better find that dog's leash or you're going to get a whack. And I might have been 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I walked around in the backyard. I walked there and I started talking to my higher self, okay, or whatever, my spirit, whatever. And I'm like, help me find this. And I think I prayed to St. Anthony, and I went, because that's the saint of finding objects or something, according to my mother. So I did that. And I kept getting, walk out to the front yard, walk out to the front yard. And I'm like, no, I know it's not out there. And the grass was really high. And I walked out to the front yard, and there it was. And this is getting back to, and I just, I mean, I know that happened. Yeah, whatever. And I know that happened.
See, I'm about the natural production of DMT. Personally, that's the way I roll. But yeah, naturally, like if it happens naturally, then cool. If the body releases it, whenever, I'm okay with that. It's
right.
There.
And this is supposedly the stuff that happens when you die.
That's what they say. Now, the problem with it for me is I watched all the documentaries. I was interested in what is this new? What are they talking about? Spirit molecule. What? So, of course, I'm a spiritual person, and I'm researching it. But there was this weird okay. The fact that they did so much testing of this stuff at Berkeley, I was like, oh hell. And then, the weird part was like they interviewed all these people, and man, I gotta be honest with you. I didn't feel like they really felt I didn't get from these interviews of these educators who apparently tried it as well. I didn't feel like they really were that spiritual in nature. I felt like there was some, they didn't really sell it very well. Let me just put it that way. Okay. So I wasn't like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I'm a very, okay. So then it seemed like to be the cool thing to do for a while. My friend did it. He was really, well, for like within like the last 10 years. Okay. So then I had a friend who had some. He actually tried to call me. He was like, hey dude, come on over. I got some, I'm like, I thought about it and I was gonna go over there, and I was like, man, something just made me say no. But here's the reason. After talking to him, and I've talked to people who tried it, I've heard some stories from people who did too much of it, okay, who overused it, and they're not.
I thought you couldn't overuse.
That's what they say, but anybody.
I would imagine this from the. According to the notes I just looked at, the 4 times I used it, that it would make a difference on how much you inhale. So maybe.
Well, I'm just going by what people, what people that have used it. I listen and I asked. I asked a lot of questions because before I was going to try anything, I wanted to know what the hell. And I had a friend, who's really awake, started thinking, and then he did it, and man, he just, I don't know, man. He was a little bit different. I mean, not that he was in a bad way different, but like he wasn't inquisitive anymore. He didn't. It's like it just locked him right back into society. And I thought, damn. And he would have been someone that would have seen him.
What did he see? Did he say what he saw?
I never got into the details with him. I just
that would be a big deal. I mean, this could have been somebody that. Because I think DMT has a lot to do with your beliefs, only because of what I'm planning on reading over here. And if he saw something and it was against his beliefs,
I don't think he saw anything evil or anything like that. Otherwise, he would have told me. I mean, he always told me if he had, some experience that was profound, when messing with stuff, right? I think that he, just experienced it, and it just, to me, it changed him a little bit, because when I brought up, I hadn't seen him in a few years, and then when I saw him, he told me about the DMT stuff, and then I told him about the Mandela effect, and I thought, oh shit, man, we're gonna be right on cue again, And he was like, in fact, he was more like, hey man, come on over, dude. I just got a new 72-inch television, and stuff like that, like real materialistic. And I was like, dude, like he was younger, so I mean, it's possible it's just his nature. But I was like, dude, I'm talking about, is like we couldn't talk on the same levels anymore after he did it. Like I just felt like it changed him a little bit. Maybe he just got, maybe he just, grew into a career and things like that where, that stuff was more important for him at the time. That's fine. But
Well,
I just remember he used to be a hardcore, like really a hardcore into truth and really wanting to find, look at things on another level. And then he did the DMT, and then he just wasn't the same for me. I mean, he kind of changed a little bit,
you two shifted apart. That's all.
Yeah,
because of that experience through him.
Right.
I mean, that would be my guess.
And I'm not saying he's not happy and he's not living a very fulfilled life. He is. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, it's just he was different from what I'd seen him, before, which was about a year and a half or 2 years. So
I'm interested in reading this. What do you think? You think I should?
What is it?
My experiences on D.
What do you got? You got.
I don't know if I should read it before I read it live on air. I mean, that's it's about the first one's quick. I could read it without you even know.
Go for
it. First DMT experience, May 28th, 2013. Wow. Now I'm telling you right now, all 4 of them were 13, and I would swear to you they were 2014. I've been saying it. May 28th, 2013, evening. 5 people included, including myself. No preparation. Sitting upright, I took 1 hit, but did not hold the smoke in my lungs long enough to get the full effect. The room warped. The walls moved like waves for approximately 15 minutes. That's it. That's my first one.
I thought you literally went to a dream state.
The second one is a little bit longer, and I'm thinking I should probably read it before I read it live online.
Might as well. Might as well just tell us.
You want me to do it? I mean, it's not like I ain't throwing myself under the bus.
No, you haven't already, dude. You're already under the. You're under the back wheel already. What are you worried about?
I don't hide nothing from anybody.
I know.
This is me, and this would be. I probably wrote this not long after this happened. All right, here we go. God, I got to pee too. Second DMT experience, June 10th, 2013. May 28th, 2008, June. So we've got less than a month. Afternoon, alone, preparation, meditation, and steam bath. Standing, I took 1 large hit and went. I took large 1 hit, and when the room started to warp, I exhaled and took another hit unsuccessfully because I had to lie down. I'm going to stop right there and tell everybody, don't lie down when you do this.
Why not?
Well, because if you throw up, you're not going to be there and you're going to die in your puke. Okay.
Oh, geez.
And they were all saying there's no way you could die on this and everything else. Well, my 4th experience explains why you don't want to lay down on your back when you do this. But I did it. I didn't have a problem, and no big deal. Looking up, the ceiling whirled into a lotus-looking flower and continued to swirl. Please understand, everybody, that I wrote this 6 years ago when this happened, and I don't think I've read it since. Okay, so forgive me. I don't even know what's going on. I immediately felt an Eastern deity present, possibly Kaili. I don't know who that is, Nefertiti or Buddha. Hey, buddy, come here.
Kali, huh?
Kali. Okay. Kali, Nefertiti, or Buddha. I think it was Nefertiti. I really do, thinking back. And I don't know Nefertiti. I just know the name. This lasted about 1 or 2 minutes. Then directly in front of me with my eyes open, physically, reality split or tore right down the middle. It opened to what I don't know, but I left my body and took off through this hole or tear in physical reality. The sounds warped and became inaudible. I closed my eyes and found myself traveling forward in a clouded area with all types of religious artifacts passing by me. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can read this.
No, dude, this is fascinating. Please.
I don't know if I can read this.
Continue, bitch.
Oh my God, I forgot all about this.
Don't. Hey, you can't stop now. You already brought us down the rabbit hole. Go.
No, you don't know what I'm feeling right now, man.
What? You having a flashback, bro?
Well, I'm remembering this, and I forgot all about this. Oh wow, okay, fuck. I closed my eyes and found myself traveling forward in a clouded area with all types of religious artifacts passing by me and through me. Some I recognized, but most I did not. Then I became aware of an orange-yellow chessboard. I wish I got more into that. Because I can remember some of the symbols.
Why does your DMT experience really sound like the beginning of, like, Twilight Zone, the movie?
I can feel.
I'm serious. Like when I'm thinking, you're explaining, like, did you watch anything crazy before you had a trip?
I wasn't watching TV when this
happened. Watching Twilight Zone or anything like that? Okay.
When this happened, I just got into Colorado. I just got into Colorado maybe by 3 months, 2 months. Okay.
Chessboard. Okay. What next?
Some I recognized, but most I did not. And I really wish I would have continued on there and explained and described. Nobody was ever going to hear this when I wrote this. I was being apprehensive about writing it. I was very apprehensive when I took the hit, by the way.
This is the real deal Holyfield, man. I mean, this is what you experienced, what you saw. I mean, hell, I find this quite fascinating.
I'm kind of shaking, dude. I'm gonna
listen. Go take a hit or something and come back.
I'm working on it right now. You're not watching the video?
No, you got your video shut down.
I am smoking a joint right now.
Okay. All right. Oh God. Hi guys. How's everybody doing out there? I'm the sober one.
Hey, you know what? You are, dude. You're always sober. Listen, I'm going to.
I know, brutally sober. Oh.
And if you feel like donating, please donate to the Scarabperformance channel. And the guy does good work. And don't give it to me. I'll just buy weed with it. So don't.
Don't contribute to his addiction, people.
It is such a bad joke.
Right, you heard him.
Bad because somebody did give me $20 recently, and I don't want to.
You're like,
that's what I did with it. I
know, right? Everyone knows what you're doing. They're like, he's just gonna buy weed.
That's not true. Oh my God. Hey, listen, I hope you're watching this live because this whole thing will be deleted right after the show.
Yep. Consider you guys lucky to witness this broadcast.
Hey, why don't you give the room a shout out while I go take a piss?
All right, I can do that. Martha, I saw your comment too. Sneaky girl. I saw you. All right, let's see here. We have a lone one. We have Bit O Venom. I think you should just put O. Just Bit O Venom. I think that sounds better. Bit. Brian Stavely has made it in there. What is up, dude? Carla Red Pill. Colin James McIntosh, maybe. David Lee, Martha Jane M. Mishka the Cat. Nobleness D has a claw. Overprotected Bella. Pre-lum minimal. We have The Mind Says in 1. And let's see what else we have here. We have Tonette. Hey, how you doing, girl? I think I pretty much got everybody on here. I'm not even sure how many are watching. Yeah, guys. Suso asked me to come on board and talk, and we were just gave him a call earlier. I hadn't really spoke to him since I've been back, and we've been playing some phone tag for the last, I don't know, few days. And anyway, he asked me to come on board and talked to him tonight, and I said, yeah, sure, man, I can do it, you know, no problem. I was only working on a video, working on some stuff, man. I got planned, you know, got a few things in the works, so should be good. Of course, we have the Freaky Friday broadcast, which will be on my show, on my channel, and that will be around, that's usually around 10 o'clock, guys, on Friday night, so hope to see you there. Brian helped me out with some new audio routings there. I'm hoping to give that a shot for that show. I'm looking pretty excited about that. Thank you, Brian Stavely, in the room there. Yeah, it should be very interesting broadcast. As always, it's fun to take the calls and hear from people out there about what's going on. You know, just pretty much it's just, you know, we just point and shoot with that particular broadcast there. We really don't have any platform or anything like that. We never know what we're going to talk about. I did receive a really cool email the other day, though, from Dr. Wright. If you guys know, I've done an interview with an actual doctor on the Mandela effect. And if you want to check it out, please do. It's on my channel. It's under, I think I had it under the playlist. You can look it up. And I've done like 3 or 4 interviews with him. Really cool guy, an actual real doctor who sees the Mandela effect. And yeah, we've had some really, really interesting discussions. Anyway, he emailed me up, I guess yesterday, and noticed that the moon was in the sky at night. Him and his wife witnessed it. When he got up in the morning, the moon was still in the sky. Isn't that kind of weird? Yeah, and I was like, oh boy. Okay, well, we'll have to look into that and see more about that. So I need to, I don't know, check in on it and see what's going on. I saw a weird moon while I was on vacation. So what it was doing was it had a line going down the center of it, and then at the very tip of it, where the shadow was, the shadow went inward. And I was like, I've never seen it doing that. And then somebody else showed another picture of the moon with jagged edges on the shadow. Jagged edges. Like, I don't know, like it was a cartoon moon. It was the weirdest thing. Anyway, I'll probably show some of this week. Various, you know, pictures and videos that I've seen around the internet. Amazing stuff, guys, going on in the skies. Unfortunately, it's not around, you know, well, it's everywhere. So, you know, you may not see it unless somebody posts it, but a lot of interesting stuff, man, going on. I tell you, that moon is doing some shifty stuff too. So,
yeah, and right now I should be using my, oh, you're going to love this. Where am I at? Dun, dun. Am I on yet? Am I on? Is this thing on? Where the hell's the cam?
wait a minute, was I being a plug whore? Hey, you were gone. I didn't know what else to do. You left me, man.
Listen,
You left me, man. I was like, okay, I guess he's gonna go pee. Let's see. There's like 15 people to call out. Well, that went pretty quick. So then, you know, I was like, okay, hi, I'm Dan playing pickup sticks with my ass. Yeah, it's gonna be a great night.
I just pictured that. God damn it. Oh, why did I have to do that? Hey, do you remember this?
What are those?
What,
I can't see it. It's dark. Why is it dark in your room? Did you turn off the light? Oh, the P900. Okay. Honestly, I thought you were holding up it looked like, I swear to God, dude, when you were holding it up, I could have sworn I saw 2 loops. I thought you had like a Mickey Mouse hat or something. I was like, was that something you got in Florida when you got reprogrammed, sir? What was it?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Dude, look at that thing working good now. God.
Yeah, it's really doing well. I got a couple scrapes because I'm a freaking idiot. I want to blame the tripod. But I won't. It was me.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is I wasn't even high. I mean, if I was high, I'd been like, all right, I'm an idiot. But
yeah,
both times. Yeah, right now I should be having this on time delay because the stars are coming so beautifully right across.
Are they?
Oh my God.
Have you been playing with the time lapse feature?
I've been playing with everything on this thing, trying to figure out what to do, but I think, and I have some film I got to look at because I think the move is to just let it play normally as long as it'll go and then watch it later because that's when you catch stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how else to put because I'm out there all the time filming. I have deleted more off of this thing than I've actually keep. And just, I mean, with the focus alone, I'm still trying to figure out because I think they might have set the thing back to default after I sent it to them. And I get it focused. It just takes a minute, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, they have the autofocus feature, and then you can set it for on the side. There's a little switch, a little button there on the side, on the left-hand side of it. I believe there's a little switch that moves up and down. You can set that to be a focus.
I did that.
Okay.
I did that. I found that on a video I was watching that taught me that.
Yep.
And yeah, I thought that was really cool. So I did that feature, but it was so hard to find. It took me days. I'm not kidding.
It's a lot. There's a lot to the camera. I mean, because there's different, especially when you're doing your own manual settings, dude. That's when it gets a little freaky because you're like, damn, there's a lot of different.
Well, see, that's what I'd like to do.
Ratio and all that stuff. You gotta, figure it all out, especially when you're doing night photography.
Not only would I like to do that, I'd like to understand what I'm doing. Because there are some really cool, really neat shots. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've already done some, and I'll bet there's a way for me to pop it up on the screen, but I probably screw everything up. I've done a shot with the stars. And it was that ain't gonna work.
Hey,
they're all moving together, and that's one of my big points on the whole flat Earth.
Yeah,
they're all moving together.
You know what's weird is I've noticed that the moon moves with the stars too. Have you noticed that as well? Like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the moon.
No, but I'm gonna take a look at that now.
See if the moon. If I'll look at my time lapse I took with the camera. I think I captured the moon moving with the stars. Or if it's moving any faster, which it should be, it's very hardly noticeable.
Wow. If it's moving with the look, okay, we all here on this channel know that the stars aren't billions of miles away. Okay. And I think, what did they say? I think the flat Earth community has come up with approximately 3,000 miles away, maybe 2. Does anybody know?
Well, I don't know if we really know for sure, man, because I don't think they're even that far away.
That's what I was going to say. That's
dude. I mean, I have theories about this. I feel like the stars.
Exactly where I was going with that.
They are. I've seen too much in my life to tell me that what I'm seeing up there is really that far away. I think it might be just something that's in our own eyes. Like I almost kind of think sometimes, like when I look up and see, like we all experience the same, primarily the same visual thing. We all experience the same world, but that's why there's slight differences in certain people. Because I don't know, man. The time I had the drone up, and I saw a shooting star go underneath the drone. The drone was only 125 feet up in the air. I mean, it was underneath the drone. I had a witness to this too. So I was like, did you see that? There was a shooting star, like, and then since I had something to go by as far as perspective with the drone, the shooting star, like, looked like it was just like right above us. So it was really weird. Now, if I had just seen the shooting star in the sky, I wouldn't know how far it is. I wouldn't have anything to go by perspectively to tell you how far that really is. And I've been claiming, and I keep saying, look, man, you get up in an airplane, you look out the window, you should see so many stars. It's just incredible. And you don't see anything up there. So I'm starting to think, are these things, where are these things? So are they miles away? Are they 3,000 miles away? No, I don't think so.
I think
I don't think so, man. I think they're whatever, man. I can't explain it. It just seems like something that has, like, the visual world is being projected through our eyes, and it's part of the projection.
Can't deny that. I mean, everything's within you. See, I've been taking it, been grinding this down. I love all the little tidbits in this video. I think everything around me, everything within my perception is actually coming from me. So yeah, it's going to be coming from my eyes. But I think it's coming from me, from my heart, and that's where I go. That's my terminology. But I think I project everything out. And the person that I'm talking to, although it may not be them as their dominant consciousness, I think half the people that understand what I mean by that. It's still them. It's an aspect of them that I'm projecting out, that how I need to interact with these people to learn or do or whatever I got to do in this life. I still think it's all from you. It's your perspective. It's like, wow, solipsism. Wow, that really sucks. And I've steered away from solipsism for the longest time. My brother's the one that even brought that term to my awareness. I never even heard of it. He's like, yeah, I know I'm the only one here, you idiot. Just join the Illuminati.
Join the Illuminati. Oh, boy.
Hey, why don't you just join the Illuminati? You won't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, go be a Mason. They'll teach you everything you need to know. Go ahead, start doing some secret handshakes. Get in with the lodge. I'm sure you'll learn a lot.
I don't. I'm sure he means it jokingly, although he is an aspiring actor. I've had quite a couple people in chat ask me to finish that paragraph on the DMT experience.
Oh, you were about halfway through it. I think you should.
Wasn't even halfway through, man.
Oh, good, man. That's great.
I'm like finally over the emotion that wrapped me up, and I'm kind of excited about it because it's making me think. Well, you know what? I need to go back and see this thing. I want to explain right now, since I didn't do it here in this. I'm going to explain this line from what I'm getting now. And I got to tell you, while I was taking that pee, I got most of this. I closed my
weird. Why isn't your voice matching up with your face? It's so weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's doing that now. I don't know why. Ever since you got back from a break, all of a sudden now I feel like I'm looking at like a bad Chinese kung fu.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, it is a little bit off, isn't it? Just by like a tiny bit.
It's like I'm watching a bad kung fu movie.
Hold on. Sorry. I can fix that for you.
All right. Slow it down that way. Yeah.
I got you, bro. Here. It'll fix it.
Hey, it matches up now. It's weird.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna read.
All right, let's do this.
Where the hell is it?
It's me, Cokie. It's me. Come
hey,
on,
Cokie.
Coke. Come here. It's okay, buddy. I put my cup down, and it sounded like a knock at the door. So he was getting all antsy over here. It's all right, buddy.
Oh shit.
Okay, don't you guys love live air broadcasts? I'll tell you. I'm getting a contact eye. Carly,
I'm doing this on purpose for entertainment purposes only. Okay, this is actually tobacco. It's actually oregano.
Yeah, right. Oh, sure it is. Burns like it. Wait a minute. Yeah, it smells like oregano.
Listen, Dan, and I'm almost normal.
I can't tell when you've been smoking or when dude, you are such a pro. You're like the Snoop Dogg of the Mandela community.
And it was not high on the list of the orbs, but it was on the list.
What was? To stay high?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Let me explain. When the orbs told me to stop eating meat, number 1, number 2, stop eating meat, number 3, I always word it like stop release of sexual energy. Stop jerking the fuck off. Um, uh,
Really?
stop gossiping.
They told
Stop,
you, okay, stop
well, they
gossiping.
didn't put it that way, but that's what the
But
hell.
yeah,
I
really,
mean,
gotcha. Okay.
um, because there's only 10 women in this town, man.
That's probably why you're there. They probably,
God,
influenced you to be there so that you would
that
stop releasing sexual energy.
God wants me to keep that inside me. And Martha Jane, if you're still in chat that book up we were talking about, The Life and Teachings of the Masters of the Far East. That's where I came across the whole release of
Dude,
sexual energy is not supposed. It's
why
not.
is it so important in religious sects that be an issue, right? Have you ever noticed that, like, you look at monks,
It was
stuff like that,
genius.
you look at priests in the Catholic Church, they're all big on the whole sexual release and energy and stuff like that. Like, they want their priests to not even be married, right? And then you look at some of the Buddhist monks, well, those dudes haven't had any sexual release in God knows how long. Hell, sometimes even they have a vow of silence and they don't speak for the rest of their lives. So, I mean, they're devoted, right? So yeah, a lot of that same stuff you're talking about is in a lot of religious sectors anyway.
Yeah, where was I? All I hear, there's just an echo in this room. Stop jaying the fuck off. And I'm just like, wow, I can't believe I just screamed that out.
Well, hey man.
And now I'm trying to catch up on chat, which is a big mistake for me right now because I have so much on my list that I haven't written anything in. Where was I, Dan?
Well, the fact that Carla has meat to beat is kind of scary to me.
No, listen, if we're going to go there, and let's go there. I mean, it's going to be a whole taboo chapter in my book because I have to go in there. I have to do this. And you know what? One of the greatest things I laughed so hard because Shane and Michelle talked about this, and I had to laugh. Shane and Michelle, unbiased and on the fence, and one of his sidekicks, Michelle. Shane, and I'm assuming she was there. She may not have been. I don't want to cause any problems. He comes out and he says, out of nowhere, no, I think he was by himself. Because that's where you are when you do this, right? By yourself.
Right.
He comes out and he says, look,
typically, unless you're a certain comedian, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is great. I'm like, and you know what's so funny? The thing that I said we were going to talk about here, we haven't even brought up. It's not even.
I know.
It really probably shouldn't come up.
No, not at this point. Maybe that's for round 2.
But we'll do that.
We'll do another one. We'll do another one next week or something.
And that's probably good. I'm going to do one serious and then one, and this is serious. I mean, we've said a lot of good things. Where was I? We were talking about unbiased and on the fence.
You're jerking off.
He came out and he said, if breaking free from the I'm not paraphrasing, okay? I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said, I'll have to say, I will paraphrase. I'll say, if getting the answer is not having an orgasm, we're all screwed. I thought that was great.
No, I have a friend, my friend Damon. Him and I are always talking, and he's a good guy, and just a good Christian dude, but he has a problem with jerking it too much, and I'm always giving him shit like, I was like, that's why you see the Mandela effect, because you jerked it too much, man, and you ended up in you didn't. Yeah, you did. I tell him all the time. I always mess with him, like say stuff like, "Oh, that's why you missed the rapture. That's why you're in hell with us."
Yeah, no. Actually, I honestly, it's funny.
Terrible way.
I think this is extremely productive, and we're all in you and I and chat. We're all acting like we are because this is so taboo. It's just so you don't talk about this. You don't do this. It's I really it's a genius. Listen, if what do we call them? The elite or the devil or what am I calling it? The
What's
powers that shouldn't be. That's what I like calling them. The powers that shouldn't be have focused on in the entire history and are manipulating us now. Thousands of years ago, they started.
well, let's go to the beginning where all this started, supposedly in Enoch, where it said that the Watcher Angels, found the daughters of men fair, right? And they came down, they took as many. Why do you think they wanted to participate in that type of thing?
Okay,
Why?
sex is involved there, Dan.
Definitely sex involved, right?
Right.
Right. So
So,
I've read a lot of, and if you go into the occult and all this other stuff and you look into that stuff, look, I studied that stuff for many years just as a researcher looking into it. Dude, it's all to do with sexual energies and stuff. Totally. It's all there. I mean, why do you think they have these, these whatever
ritual.
rituals? Yeah. Where there's always weird, perverse sexual things going on and blood sacrifice.
Okay, so we see that,
Yeah.
and you see what the orbs told me as number 3.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with what the orcs are saying.
one and
Right.
2. Number 3 is stop releasing sexual energy. And I'm going to tell you, as I explained when that happened, there were paragraphs to these things. It wasn't just stop eating meat. It was a paragraph, and then it was stop eating meat, and another paragraph, and then it was stop releasing sexual energy, and a paragraph on that. And what came to me afterwards through meditation or whatever you want to call it, the sexual release of energy. If you're with a partner, okay, there's going to be degrees. How can I put it? There's going to be degrees of how much you love your partner. I mean, if it's true love, you're exchanging that energy, and you're not having a problem. Okay, if you're just banging one out,
Right.
you might as well just go home and do it yourself.
That's why I wasn't meant to be that way.
All right,
It's
I
supposed
can't
to be
do
a
it.
connection thing. It's supposed to be a spiritual connection with the other person.
You know,
We weren't ever supposed to be watching pornography and getting off and jerking off all the damn time and all this other crap that they're pretty much saying that it's okay. Now it's like, I was watching some, we're on this topic, so fuck it. I was watching something with Jada Pinkett Smith, and the Hollywood elite and stuff. And it's like, she goes on to one of those shows. I think it was like Conan or not Conan, whatever the other one was. But she goes on to one of those late night shows, and she's like talking about polyamory. Again, it's that is to me, that's just like, okay, so this whole idea, we're totally missing the point with all this. Like, it should be a union and a bond with one person, that special person in your life. You shouldn't be just spreading your shit everywhere. And I think that it's funny that she brings up, more sexual deviancy and talking about how there's a girl that I can't remember. She said it was her niece or whatever, or somebody like that was involved in that kind of stuff too. And it's like, no, man, I don't think that's a good way to be. I don't think that is going to build. It's not fundamentally what we were meant to be like. Okay. We weren't just supposed to be running around trying to screw everything. All right. We're just down to more of an animalistic nature. And if we want to become a more spiritual being, we have to, there's certain things you have to do. And being spiritual doesn't mean going around trying to fuck everything that has a skirt.
I know.
I mean, you have to have some control of yourself. And I think that Orb's telling you that, or whatever told you that, is primarily right. I've thought about this quite often, like, me and my friends me and my other buddy had it. I mean, I joked about him, I said, dude, we talked about like, do you think that we should be doing it? And, and honestly, I don't, he's married. So, it's one of those things. And he takes it as a very selfish thing when he does it, alone and she's away or whatever. And I'm like, why don't you just wait for your wife, And we had this discussion. I mean, it's kind of a hard topic, but no one ever brings it up. No one ever, nowadays it's just, hey, if it feels good, do it. And I'm saying maybe that's not the correct way to live.
No, could could write books on that. I I just want to. You're absolutely right. And the person that you were talking about earlier, I have no idea who that is.
Oh,
Just,
my friend Damon.
no. There was a female name you shot out there that you were talking about. Was it a TV thing?
Oh yeah, it was Jada's. The Will Smith wife. Yeah.
What is she? Okay, no.
She was she was
Yeah.
she was basically saying that they're into that kind of stuff or
Yeah, I
whatever.
got it. No,
Roundabout way.
I got it. I just
But
didn't know who you were talking about.
it's the terminology that they just throw out these keywords now and it becomes popularized because it was on mainstream media. So now just to keep kids more interested in more sexual partners than just one, are just trying to find that, because you don't want one, you got to have multiple ones, because God forbid you want to start a family or do anything like that. Why would you want a family? Ugh.
No. To me, there's I can see where it's exciting cheating, but if you have more than one and everybody knows, it's nothing. You might as well go home and do it yourself. When it's one on, I understand the cheating thing, but not in a good way. I mean, I'm like, I've had experience both ways with that, and it's funny because with me and who I am, it never happened, and I'm not. But there were so many. Oh well, Dan, I've talked to you about some of those. Like, holy shit. Okay.
Enlighten
So
me.
the Earth is flat. Did I mention that?
The flat Earth,
The flat frickin' Earth and
the pancake Earth,
you know what? I think clothespins did it.
clothespins. It was clothespins,
Dude. So listen, when you're with a partner and
Yeah.
you're exchanging the energy in
Yes.
those paragraphs, that was fine. There was nothing wrong there. There might be a little bit here and there that's releasing out, but it's okay. I mean, I got that. It's going to be very rare because it's going to be very. Hold on. It was very rare. It was very rare. It is very rare. It was okay. It was very rare for twin flames to get together, and twin flames, I don't even think are real twin flames, but just the most absolute possible pair, not the ones that would fight, the ones that would actually just live as one. That was very rare. Now it is happening more often.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's part of the plan, because I think they become two, and those two become four, and those four become eight, and everything's crooked here. I don't know where I'm getting all this. But I think if there's an exchange and there's love involved, true love from the heart, it's not a big deal. It's not. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. If you're just releasing it, you're killing yourself. And somebody in chat said something about death. It's a little death or something. I was reading that, and I thought, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Now the whole I die daily takes a whole new meaning, right?
Do you have me on speaker over there? I hear it coming back through, and it's scary as shit.
What is?
Listening to myself on your recording.
What?
I keep hearing myself because I keep hearing like the speakers.
Is it echoing?
Yeah.
How bad?
Well, I can hear it's feeding back through, and I sound like the devil.
Was this the whole show?
Well, from time to time, that's why I've been keeping quiet, because I can hear it in the speakers sometimes.
Is it happening now?
No.
Okay.
But I know it's like when you're commenting, I'll say yeah or something like that. I hear, Rah. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on over there, man? Oh,
this is a truth channel.
Martha Jane M., do you think we are trying to ascend to the new earth from hell right now? I think, and I've thought about this a lot, if we are below, okay, if there's waters above and waters below, and we are sort of separated from God, let's say, in a sense, in heaven, then I would say that, I would say in a sense, everything below heaven is hell, essentially. You could label it that. But I believe that in here, you can, you can create a good world, or you can create a bad world. I think there's both good and bad here. I'm not saying this is necessarily hell. I'm not saying this is the hell with the pitchforks and all that stuff like that. But I know for a lot of people, this can become hell. I mean, I was watching a documentary. I don't know. I watch too much stuff, but I was just watching stuff and, just seeing documentary of like Seattle. There's a documentary about how there are so many homeless in Seattle now that it's just, I mean, the place is sad, man. Sad seeing so many people like that. And you see them and it's like, they look like, I mean, they're on drugs, obviously, most of them. I mean, 90% of these homeless people are using some hardcore, methamphetamines or heroin or something like that.
And 50% of them know it's not real. That's why they're on the drugs.
Man, it's just a bad way for a lot of folks. And they're just looking at how to, fix the problem. And the cops can't do anything because they don't want to put him in jail because they feel like, the drugs they find on them are just personal use type things, and they're just turning the other way. Otherwise, the jail would be full of all these homeless people that are on drugs, So I don't know. To me, sometimes if you talk to people who've had addiction problems, like hardcore addiction problems, sometimes in some cases, getting arrested was the best thing that ever happened in their lives because they got away from all that and they got to go a place where they could dry up and get help. And there are places out there around the country that do help people with severe addictions like that. Rhode Island was one place. They were showing these treatment centers where you get arrested and you go into a program, and it's a jail, but it's a program that helps you get off addictions and things like that. And it has a 93% success rate or something like that for people, that stay off of the stuff once they get out. It was really good stuff. Though I think there are methods out there to help, but Seattle's not implementing any of those right now. They don't know what to do with the problem. And it's bad, man. And I was just like, just thinking like, yeah, for certain people, it can be hell here. And I
reality,
say, yeah,
reality,
yeah, it can be.
reality. Why? Yeah, but that's the reality that's being projected or that you're projecting out. And I don't want to get personal on you, but you're projecting that out. That's part of your reality. I never heard of that stuff. So how much does that affect my reality? And am I being cold because I don't know? I mean,
No,
I don't
it was
know. It's
one
not
of
like
those.
I was running out to
Well,
look for this information.
I
So I don't
wasn't
have
either.
this
It
information.
was
Am
a
I a
side.
cold
It,
bastard or what?
Well, it's one of those side things on YouTube, where you just like the next recommended video for some odd reason. And I was like, what? I didn't realize Seattle. I'd always heard Seattle was a great place, super clean. So for me, the reason that triggers me is not that I want to look at homeless people. I remember a Seattle that was, I always heard, my dad used to live there. I always heard how wonderful it is for many years. Seattle was just one of the best places to live. So then I see a video that says, basically Seattle is effed. And I'm like, what do you mean Seattle's effed? What? So I watched this documentary and it's like, holy shit, they're having the same very similar problems they're having in San Diego, they're having down in LA and places like this, and it's just like, oh my God, I didn't know Seattle had this issue. So it's sort of educational at the same time. It's sad, but it's like, well, I think this type of stuff is good for the consciousness because then maybe more people, if they see a video like this and they see a ways that they might be able to help these people or help a situation, they get elected into office, they can make these recommendations, which might change things around. So that's good, So anyway, just saying, I mean, I try to be a realist when it comes to everyone involved here in the Mandela effect. I'd love to say, oh yeah, it's just automatically one way or this way for everyone, and it's just not. I mean, everyone has
No, it's
different
not, and
struggles,
that's why I think it's quantum and infinite. The quantum thing. That's why I think people experience things at different times.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole, I'm getting off topic, and I shouldn't. That's a better topic. Hey, Dan, when's your birthday?
I already had my birthday, sir.
When is it?
May 30th.
May. April, May. Are you Gemini?
I'm a Gemini. You know what's so cool is like So many Mandela people are Geminis, man. It's crazy how many Mandela folks we got out there. Lots of them.
Crazy, huh? You want to hear crazy?
Yeah, what's crazy?
Here's what I'm going to do. Gemini.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? Plug me in?
I'm going to do your horoscope right now, and you're going to be like, "Oh my God, that's so accurate."
You know what's cool about I'll tell you what. I didn't know anything about astrology. I don't know. But since the Mandela effect, I've met so many different people from all walks of life. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, man, is this. Boy, as I started learning more about certain signs and what they're really about and, all that kind of stuff I didn't know about where your Mercury is and where your moon is and all that stuff.
I don't get a lot of that.
I know I don't know how to do it. I just know people tell me this stuff, and I find it really interesting. But what I'll say is that, man, there a lot of stuff, a lot of traits that people have, regardless if you know about it or not. Yeah, they seem to be really true. I don't know. It's like I haven't taken a study or anything like that. I haven't really done research into it. But yeah, I mean, looking at people I know and the problems I might have had with other individuals, now that I know their sign, I'm like, huh. And what it's all about, I'm like, huh. Yeah, that makes sense. No wonder, we sort of have some friction over here. Okay. So it's kind of cool in that sense. So whatever. That's all as far as I take it. But yeah. So read my horoscope. What do we got?
Well, I was going to go ahead and do this guy's last reading.
By the way, Gemini is the best, just so you know. Everybody knows. Sorry about you, Pisces and Capricorns. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. We're the best. What are you looking up?
This is you. I'm sitting here reading all about you.
Oh, are you? Okay.
This guy's he's gonna come out with something right now about you, and it'll be so accurate. I'm just gonna get off. He's shuffling.
Look at Gemini. He's shuffling. Edward DeSoto. Let's see, Tonette.
Why don't you go ahead and do a shout out, and I'll just shut this off. This guy's gonna sit here and Justice.
I don't subscribe to that 13th sign either, Carla. I don't know what the Ochifus or the Ochilus or the whatever you call the snake handler. I'm not a fan. I'm a 12 zodiac kind of guy. That's all I got to tell you. I'm 12. Although I heard the zodiac used to only have 10. Isn't that weird? A long time ago. So I don't know. Now we have 13 apparently. I don't know when that's going to be implemented.
You know what? That came in, that came out. The whole Pluto's a planet, Pluto's not a planet, came in, came out. I mean,
still, what do you mean it came in and came out? Pluto's still not a planet, right?
It became a planet again.
No, it didn't.
It did last time I checked. Well, and it's not that I'm checking. It's just that I just happened to read up on that. It's a planet again. Somebody look it up. Nah, I'm not gonna. I'll do your tarot later. We'll do that personally. No, go ahead. You know what? Do a chat. I mean, a chat. A shout.
A shout out.
Yeah, do a chat. Do a whole chat, and I'll be back in 6 hours.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna leave me hanging again, huh?
Yeah, not long. I don't. It shouldn't be long.
All right. You just think you're so funny because you're gonna find something about me and be like, aha.
No, I just figured doing a tarot card reading is new ageist, and you're not really new ageist. I can't say the word, so like straight or sober, I can't.
Is it tarot? Is it tarot card or tarot card?
Depends on the timeline you're existing in.
Stop! Oh my God, you and your geez.
Me and my shifty timelines.
You and your shifty timeline.
Funny. It's so funny. Like you and Brian Stavely. That. Oh,
Noble too. Noble's with me on that. He's like,
oh no, all of you, a lot of you.
Oh,
and that's fine.
Yeah,
it just keeps me sane, man. Yeah. I'm like, we're multidimensional beings, and I think we can do a lot more with this. We got to get a handle on it now before we are allowed to go ahead and explore and do some other stuff.
Listen,
and to me, it's so obvious, and I just you know, whatever. I got to listen to you guys.
Listen,
I
you
got nothing else.
you could buy on me a Ferrari that's in my driveway tomorrow, and I will come over to Colorado with a Buddha statue. Okay, let me know.
You know what? When you say tomorrow,
Yeah, because I'll be in a
listen,
Ferrari.
if it happens in my future, but you're now. So don't tell anybody because it might mess up my future.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you have get that car tomorrow, that ain't happening. If you have that car tomorrow, don't say anything. Don't even freaking tell me, dude. I ain't even kidding.
Maybe I added the L to tarot card because I'm in Texas.
L.
Now I think about it, yeah. Because I was thinking
L.
it was like tarot card, tarot, like Terrell, Texas. I'm thinking about like it might have been me and my damn accent. Or well, you know,
such
I don't really have too much of an accent, but from time to time.
Such an easy answer to that. It has something to do with timelines. Hey, I gotta feed my cats. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, give them a shout out. I want to know who's here.
Well, Jesus. Hi guys. Why did they hold that? Honey Ann says, I'm the cook. Oh no, that's not cook. Oh no wonder that's blocked. Shame on you. That says something else, Honey Ann. You guys can only imagine, since she seems to blank Chinese, but you can imagine what else she put in there. Yep, that is COCK. Yep, we're gonna keep hiding that one, Honey Ann. This is the Christian section of the broadcast since I've taken over. I'm just joking. Okay, look, guys. Let's see. I don't even think Suso's listening. I don't know what he's doing. But we have a lone one. We have a bit of venom here. Bit of venom. Kind of like bit of honey. A little bit of venom. Brian Stavalili is here with the extra E. Dude, I swear you gained an extra E, dude. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of us, boy. That's from George W. Bush. From George W. All right. We have Carla Red Pill, Colin James McIntosh, David Lee, emphasizing the Lee. All right. Martha Jane M, also emphasizing the M. Well, I guess it's because capital letter. All right. And we have Mishka the cat. Nobleness D has the claw. Overprotected Bella. Okay. Pre-la minimal. The mind says, and one. Just one. Not two, but one. Who else do we have here? Let's see. Honey Anna Maya showed up. Dan, it's Terrell here. Oh, hello, Dan. Terrell is here. I know where Terrell is, Honey Ann.
Still doing names?
Yeah, well, I kind of, I drew it out.
You did it slow. That's good. That's good.
I drew it out a little bit just because he was gone, and I know where he was. So
that's good.
Yeah.
I think we've kept it on topic, right? Because did we say anything that made sense? Because this was fun.
We've been all over the place because you knew this was going to be one of those shows, even though we kind of had a topic going in. You knew it was going to happen.
Are we ever? Do you think you and I will ever get to that topic seriously live?
Sure.
I mean,
yeah, sure.
Live though.
Why not? We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
I'm still going to finish the paragraphs because I want to cry some more. Apparently, on the experience, but I don't know. We do that now. What were you talking about? Did I interrupt you?
No, I was just looking at oh my god. Honey Ann is trying to she's being a little brat. She keeps trying to put in words that get hidden, and she's making me either decide to show it or hide them. So I'm having fun with her right now. That's pretty good.
I just show them all. I don't care. I took all the hammers away because hammers promote separation.
Oh my God, you are such. Are you going to vote for Hillary this year? Really? Seriously?
Hold on a second.
Oh my God.
Nobleness D is the only one in chat. Dan, I want you to chat something.
I have a hammer.
I want you to chat something. I want to see if you have a hammer.
You're going to take my hammer away. Back off. Back off, man. Don't you take my
So
hammer.
I would only give certain people hammers, and I don't want to give anybody hammers. But I figure I could probably give like super big channels hammers, and that's okay.
All right. Fair enough. I like having my hammer. You know what? That's what. Where did I go? Lone
Do you
Eagles.
have a
Yeah, I
hammer?
went to Lone Eagles channel. Mine was gone, and then I went to Armor Up's channel. Mine was gone there too. I'm like, hey, what is up with this, man? All right.
I'm just totally kidding. I want to take all. I tried to take all the hammers from everybody, and just because I felt like, wow, you know what? I'm feeling like I feel like I should give this person a hammer, and maybe they don't want to be my friend now because I didn't give them a hammer, and that's bullshit.
You know what? I don't really care. Look, I have to have it on my show because from time to time, it gets a little rowdy in there. Okay, we get some trolls. Yeah, for lack of a better term, that come in there and cause a little problem. And so the hammers are necessary. Or the
the hammers aren't necessary for me because if they start shit in my room, I just delete them.
Yeah, but you're not watching your chat, so then you don't know.
Oh,
what's
that's
happening.
true too. And if they're upsetting somebody else, I wouldn't like that. I would want
Right.
somebody to come in and get rid of them. And right now, Noble is the only one that has a hammer.
Noble can totally hold it down.
Pretty sure you have a hammer,
Yeah.
and Brian Stavely should have a hammer.
Well, no, you don't want to give Brian one because he gets that.
I have to give him one.
He's got that ego thing,
If I don't give Brian one, he won't feed me.
Oh. No, you want to leave Brian wrench.
Stavely, give a chat because I swear you should have hammer. Plus, I gave you one before you chatted, and
maybe it's the Mandela effect or something.
Yeah, well, he's so shifty.
Maybe he shifted.
He's so shifty.
He's shifty anyway. He probably had the wrench when he had one less E in his name. Yeah, that's right.
Well, that was weird because I feel like that happened to him, but I didn't notice it until somebody said it.
Yeah. No, we noticed it right off the bat. And I think Fizzy was like, what the hell happened to Brian's name? I'm like, I don't know. We all noticed it right away.
The thing is, I am a witness. Hold on.
Exactly, the Real News Online. My sentiments exactly. Who the hell is Stavely? I know.
Oh, there he is. Oh. I kept it. Oh, fuck this.
Are you okay? You know the funniest part about this broadcast is watching Suso like seriously tap out when he starts having a coughing fit. That is the funniest part of all. Oh, shifty bastards. Okay, yeah. he went black on me. Oh, so sad.
Yeah, I forgot the black out the screen. Damn it.
Yeah, watching you die on camera, dude, that's YouTube gold.
Classic.
It is. So why don't you get back to your DMT experience there, man? What are you thinking? Dude, he just oh my god. Hey guys, I have officially pirated this broadcast. This is my broadcast now, and just want to tell everybody hello out there. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the Suso and scarabperformance happy hour. I hope you guys are having a great time. We have parting gifts out the back door, and to the right we have drinks, and to the left we have some snacks and other fun things. Here you go. Hi, Suso. What's up?
Hey, party people.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Oh, God, it's my throat. I swear to God, I'm fine. It was that last swallow hit.
I saw it, man. Yeah. I just like your face, your eyes. You're struggling. You're like, okay, I'm trying not to cough. I'm trying not to.
Okay, how many people, you think I'm high? How many people in chat noticed that I
Yeah.
changed my shirt?
I did.
Oh, did you? You didn't say anything.
Well, I was just like, dude, change his shirt. What, whatever. I didn't know why.
Listen, I was considering changing it every 5 seconds.